welcome. Today we are in the Cyber Critters official radio podcast as the first episode with our three lovely hosts here today. You know, for our first little introductory here, we're going to be introducing ourselves one by one. Nothing too crazy to be talking about, but I'm going to be introducing myself first. I'm sure you know me and you've seen me around. Small channel. And your favorite stupid protogen on the internet. And I'll let my other friends here expand a little bit more on themselves as well. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Okay, Jack.
Jack?
You can explain this about yourself.
Yeah, right. All right, well, hi, hello, everybody. My name is Jack, or like Jack the Bat. I'm slowly starting to form a channel of my own. Maybe some of you have seen it, maybe not. That's okay if you haven't. But yeah, I'm good friends with both the people here, and we'll see where this
Very good
goes.
Oh, you just had to finish your thing while I was adjusting my headset, huh? Anyways,
Go
I'm
on,
nobody.
introduce yourself.
No, you're somebody, Purpl. Be
No,
honest.
yeah, you're
Hello,
definitely
mate.
somebody.
I'm Purpl FC, aka Purpl ASMR. I'm making content on the internet. What else
What type
am
of
I
content do you
supposed to
make?
say again? Free ASMR, just like the both of you.
Anything you want,
Ooh,
yeah.
furry
I'm not special.
ASMR.
I'm not special. I have like 1.5k subs, and you have 10 times
You're
that.
famous. That's literally
I got 100.
famous level things right there.
Bro, you're
he has
famous.
100.
I'm Seamus. I
I don't think that's a word. But
and you don't even exist yet.
Well,
I mean, you do. You have one video.
I got
wow,
100
that's
subs.
a little
I got
bit
100 subs.
mean.
I mean,
He has 100 dedicated
I'm working
fans
on
to his
video
channel to
too.
click the subscribe button.
Video
You're
2 is
saying
coming
he's-
out. It's
he's
coming
not
out.
here.
Maybe. It's in the works.
Seraph.
I'm just working on
Jeez,
it.
Purpl, you going through a damn storm over there? Every time I turn, you it's like, oh, that's all I hear every time. Well, what's going on over there?
Yeah, I'm dying. That's what's going
He's
on.
dying. Well, why are you dying, Purpl? Did you eat something wrong today?
No, I think I choked on air because I'm a dumb.
What'd you eat for lunch today?
Are we allowed to say?
It depends if you want to get sponsored
No,
ads.
we'll need to
if you
bleep
want
that.
to get.
Sorry.
Wonderful. He just swore 2 times.
Ugh.
5 seconds.
You said no
Let's be
word.
professional here.
But
What a bad guy.
Seraph, you're the one that actually brought us together here to want to start this
Right.
whole thing. There's a reason really you wanted to start this whole thing?
Oh yeah, definitely. I had this podcast idea for a while when I first started my channel, and when I was starting to, grow in subs a little bit. It originally started because I wanted to, interview other people in this community, just like the both of you. So I try to see different walks of life that I could, speak about and hear about. And it eventually became something like, oh, I definitely could not do this alone. Anyways, and he's doing the stinky sign over there, thinking he's slick. I'm still looking at you, by the way. And then I came across, of course, Purpl FC over there one day. And we brought up this idea saying, when are we starting a podcast? Lo and behold, we're here now with the 3 of us. He recruited you, and I didn't, get to talk to you fully enough. And I'm sure with this little podcast series, we'll get to know each other a lot more than what we already established.
We got to talk a few times already.
Oh, definitely. And, hopefully we can expand and grow on that. That's basically the general gist of why I wanted to start this. And what makes you wanted to join in as a host for our little shenanigans? Because we're not going to be professional.
Yeah. Well, really,
Professional.
Purpl contacted me in like just random night when I was like out with some friends. Like, hey, do you wanna start a podcast? And I was like, why not? It seems fun. Because I'm a bit of a yapper. I like talking a whole lot. Got a lot of stuff to talk about. And also, Purpl's a great guy, and so is Seraph. I'm like, yeah, this could be just a fun thing to do.
I'm flattered.
When's the D&D episode?
D&D, oh my
Is
god.
that
Literally
episode 2?
It's
5
gonna
minutes
take
into the introduction talking about the
It's gonna
D&D.
take time.
Episode 2, everybody. You heard it here.
Oh no.
Purple, I don't think you're explaining enough about yourself. What makes you
Yeah.
want to do the podcast? 'Cause
Why'd you wanna
you're the
do
first person
this?
that actually wanted to take initiative on it, because I was too.
One time. Hey Jack, can you just take that whole thing and just bleep all of it and leave the viewers just completely confused on what I said?
Well, all right,
Please?
You're making him do all this
Okay,
editing.
we can do
just
that,
give
we
him the
can do that.
file. Make
My
him
God.
edit it, because
He's giving me
Well,
more
I'm
work
just
to do. He's giving me more work to
just
do.
giving him
He's
so
giving me-
much
he's
look
giving
what you're
me
doing
more
with your
work
poor
to do.
Jack.
He's giving me more
he's
work to
gonna
do.
be. It's gonna be on a
Thank
call.
you,
Yeah, I'm the one that's gonna be editing. Let's just
Okay.
I can just mute him.
I'm just trying to make it as easy
No,
as I can.
I'm
for
sorry.
you.
I'm sorry. Why are my
I'm
hands
like
doing
actually
this?
trying to take this as a professional thing.
Yeah. It's like
Seraph.
why do you want to do this, Purple? What made you?
Why do I want to do this? Because imagine all of the cool people I will eventually get to meet.
Are you doing this for clout?
Right.
No, I'm doing this for the money. I'm here for the money.
What if I had
I'm
a certain
here to
guest on
just
the podcast
exploit-
that you
I'm-
do not favor very much? What if I'm We know
here
who
to
he is.
exploit. I'm here to exploit our fan base. Hey guys,
No, man.
buy our merch.
Well, what kind of merch would we even have?
we can have our logo on our shirt, maybe?
I guess so. Our
Purple
logo that
actually
is.
said he wanted
you have
to
be
make the
creative.
logo and
I
draw
don't-
for it.
Yeah,
We'll probably have a logo
I still
created
haven't
when this
created
episode
it.
comes out. When it comes out, we'll probably have it.
Oh, now you're giving me work. I see what it is.
No,
Yeah, and
come
we're
on.
also gonna have a fully fledged YouTube account with socials and everything that Seraph's gonna set up.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna have to do something for my channel first, saying, "Hey, look what we're making here with a couple of friends."
Oh,
And then you
yeah.
gotta get.
So I guess everyone just patience with us for now, because we'll still all new to this, but we'll go it one step at a time, really.
It's always the little steps that count the most. You can't expect something to
Yeah.
just pop off the bat, unless you're lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, so he put a image of a guy mocking
Yeah, this
behind you.
is if you haven't met Purpl before, they're a little quirky, as you might call it.
Mama, be say I'm special.
Oh, and I
Sorry.
guess speaking of the quirky, I guess are all of us not on the LGBT spectrum? If I remember correctly,
LGBTQ spectrum.
yeah, LGBTQ.
Sorry, you're gonna have to.
Lesbian,
my-
bi, gay, trans,
Oh
queer.
yes, so sorry. I'm a little stupid, as you can tell, but
Yeah, but
at some point I wasn't. I mean, I could say that at some point I wasn't. But then
Yeah.
a couple guys later, a couple drinks later, you change up your mind in a matter of time. That's a story
What?
for another time.
Oh my God.
Shut up, Purple.
You heard it here, folks. Episode 2. We're going to be talking about Sarah's crippling alcohol addiction.
No, but yeah,
I
it
don't
was really,
drink.
I
I'm a
guess,
sober man.
2024 for me is like the year that I really was like accepting myself a whole lot more, and really that's when I it came out as like bisexual, I guess. I mean, now
Right.
I am dating a guy right now. He's very lovely, love him very much. He's great, yeah. But
I
yeah.
actually know this guy. He might become a guest on here.
Oh
if
yeah,
you,
he could. Oh
if
my
you would
gosh,
allow
he
it.
could be. Oh my god, yeah, he would be amazing. He's great.
He will most likely be a guest.
Yeah, he definitely will be a guest.
Fine.
At
All
least
of our partners are
surprise.
probably going to be guests, except for
Purple.
mine. I'm gonna have to make sure that he's not too chaotic because
No, he
you
can.
both know him.
Mhm.
Oh, I can see who he gets it from.
No, you two
I
are
mean,
you two are
he-
great
he-
for each other.
He's gonna
Perfect
he out crazies me, and how does that even happen?
He
certainly is an
individual. But
Oh man.
yeah,
That-
and I guess, but also
you know-
like coming out as bisexual was also like kind of in turn also coming out as a furry and becoming more involved with the furry community at the same time as well. At least like that's how it was for me.
So you found yourself being the same time generally? Or do you say you became one before the other?
Yeah, that's like a good question. Sky, I definitely think that I was like in the closet for a long time. I was like no, I don't like dudes. No,
You just
I'm
can't
a
accept it.
furry. It's like no, that can't be true. I was like no, it was very true. Yes, no, very true. But yeah, I guess like from a really early on, I'd say that like yeah, I was definitely a furry, and yeah, I was definitely just like not straight for a while.
What the fuck? Bro, keep your arm
Good try.
down.
Yo,
Quit throwing
look,
your
I
heart
don't
out
have the
to the
best track.
fans.
Oh, and because this is
I'm
very
throwing my heart out.
impromptu, my food is
Shut
ready.
up, Purpl.
So I gotta grab food. So you two play nice.
Add intermission break.
Yeah,
There we go.
intermission.
So you stay
It's
tuned.
not in it. We'll
Shut up,
keep them
Purpl.
entertained. We don't need him.
Okay, me and you then. Let's have a conversation. Hey, if you're still watching, it's going to be now for me and Purpl to have a little conversation. You start. What do you want to know?
Okay, do you ever... See, now he's gonna have to bleep all of those words out, so they're gonna be left super confused.
I'm going to
You have
snitch
to
on you. I'm
delete
going to
what
snitch on
words
you
out?
because you said that. Oh, I'm snitching. He just dropped a whole lot of F slurs, might I say.
Got purple. Could you? But I got this. Yeah. I apologize, but I have dinner because I'm hungry.
What kind of food do you have?
No, it's like a steak, potatoes,
Jesse.
and like a small salad.
Jesse, I have stage 4 lung cancer. We need to cook.
No,
We need to cook methamphetamine.
it's a well balanced
You're
meal
gonna have to
now.
cut that out too.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
You got to stay healthy.
Yeah.
You have your food already?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear you munching. What do you have? I wasn't listening when you said it.
I have some steak, potatoes, and a little salad.
Yeah, that's
No
a well-balanced
corn?
meal. Did you not hear what he just said?
Corn's the best.
Corn is very amazing. But
I mean, corn.
yeah.
Corn is literally amazing.
Anyways, welcome back to our ad break here with our little friend that grabbed his meal. And I'm not going to be asking Purpl here a special question because, you know, you already got to know enough about me and Jack here for the introduction and that little part right there. What about you, Purpl? Would you say that you became gay before you became a furry or a furry before you became gay?
That is a good question. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm pretty sure I became gay first. I don't know.
Did you have to say it that way?
I don't
Became
fucking
gay at first. Gay.
Oh,
Sorry.
you're a fuzzy.
So you've definitely became
I-
gay before you became a furry. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, of course, because I didn't even know what those were. And in school, everyone would make fun of them. And you know, I always tried my best to fit in. So I never really thought of it
Exactly. Same stuff happened with me.
until lockdown. Lots of things changed on lockdown.
Definitely. COVID was something
wow.
that hit everybody around the world.
Mm-hmm.
And that little
You got
pandemic thing
lockdown,
probably
and you got
changed it.
breakdown. Watch me break a move.
And like the lockdown, there's a lot of like good things and bad things that happened for me. Like it wasn't
You
like
want to go in details?
I guess like one of the bad things, like I gained a lot of weight over the pandemic and stuff because like I was
Oh,
like
dear.
sitting down the whole time. I didn't need to go anywhere because like everywhere was closed, and like I didn't need
Right.
to go anywhere. And so I was like just gained a bunch of
Indeed.
weight, and this was like just after I had like lost a whole bunch of weight because I just had like my first semester of college, and I lost like 25 pounds in that first semester alone. But then we'll gained all that weight back very fast.
When is this going live? That's my question. When are we posting this? Are we posting Sundays, Thursdays? Are we gonna record Thursdays and then upload it the next Thursday?
I guess we could do something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. Also, I'm gonna just completely just, hey guys, see that sticker back there? I drew it. If you want stickers, contact me.
Oh, Purpl promotion.
Shameless plug.
The perp motion.
No, but
The perp motion. I'm in motion. I'm in motion.
no, there he goes.
But
He's
I
swimming
understand
away.
what you mean by the whole, pandemic getting away type of thing.
No,
Actually,
yeah.
it was reversed with me. I was actually a fat little turd before 2020 around that area. And it's confusing because I played sports at that time. You would expect a child to be like a little more fit during that time, but I was just big as hell essentially. And
Were
during
you
the
the shape of
pandemic
a
era,
basketball?
I was getting close. I was getting pretty round, might I
Did you
say.
look
I was
like
about
that
to
one
make.
blueberry person from Willy Wonka?
No, I wasn't actually, morbidly
Veronica.
obese yet, but I was probably getting around there.
No, it was Violet,
then when
not
the pandemic
Veronica.
hit-
Why did I say Veronica? Oh,
And
but
for me,
like
when the pandemic hit, it was more of a.
yeah.
You can continue. Go ahead.
Also, well, the one like good thing that came out of the pandemic was really while I was in college, I was a part of like the gaming club, and me and my friends we kind of took over that club. We all got the leadership positions and just took control. And one of the main things we did was we really embraced the online nature of the pandemic, and we just like created a Discord server from scratch, like tons of online events for that club, and just that was extremely enjoyable to do because like we always had events going on. I got much more into like online gaming, talking with a whole lot of different people. And also the pandemic did cut my college cost in half as well, so like that was kind of nice. But yeah,
Right.
just like
Definitely
got to
a
join a
big up
really
right there. You don't
great
have to pay as much.
community during that, which was great. It was fun.
Speaking of like communities and like, well, podcasts and groups of people, what's your favorite band?
Ooh, easy. That's Eve. They're like a J-pop like Japanese band. They have really great music. Like I'm pretty sure they're J-pop rock, but also for like all their music videos, they have like these beautiful animations to go along with them. So I love their music. Listen to them a whole bunch.
Sounds like an interesting band. So I would have to check that out myself.
We're looking at you, so
Yeah.
now it's your turn to say your favorite band.
I'm still trying to gather my thoughts. Why don't you go instead, Purple, since you brought up the question?
Electric
to
Light
begin with?
Orchestra, Lemon
Oh,
Demon,
Yellow.
Tally Hall. Not
Ooh.
much Tally Hall. I don't listen to Tally Hall.
Did you
too
enjoy
often,
Telephone
but-
Line by Yellow?
Oh yes, I love Telephone Line. You know, you got Telephone Line. You've got Hold on tight to your dream. I am not gonna sing on the podcast. I'm gonna listen
I'm
back
sure
to
a
this
lot
in
of
No, come
5
on,
years.
sing, Purple, sing.
Show us a little number.
La 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 lava, chicken. Oh, this song's probably copyright. We're gonna get striked.
Oh God,
Oh, I'm gonna fart, and then
Jack
I
Black's gonna come for us.
go and I die. Jack Brap.
I said Jack Black. Yeah, I said Jack Black.
Anyway, Seraph, have you thought of something yet, or do I need to continue on my tomfuckery?
There's not really one genre that I stick to nowadays. It's more of like a mix of things. Sometimes I'm on jazz, sometimes I'm on country music, and then I find myself in like some indie rock, like hyperpop type of thing. There's no single genre that I stick to. It's a lot of like minor
I feel
songs
that.
from
Music
different
is
albums and all
music.
that. But I do find myself as of recently listening to a band called Crossfade, which is like almost like a dad rock type of thing. It's the best way to explain it. A lot of good songs on
Dad
there. So I
rock.
suggest you guys to listen to some of their songs, especially Cold.
Yeah,
It's a good
give
one.
me a
You're into that type of
beer
thing.
while I beat my son. I
Yeah, it's
tell
definitely
my
not like that.
wife
Actually,
that I
don't worry.
love her, when in
Speaking
reality
of,
I'm staring at her tits the
bands
whole
formed by, like,
time.
I guess like you could say like older people. One of like the guys that made a lot of music for Sonic the Hedgehog was like a dude. He hit his 40s and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna start a rock band, and called it Crush 40. and he ended up making a lot of music for the Sonic the Hedgehog series, like Rolling Around at the Speed of Sound, like the City Escape. Like he made all those songs for Sonic the Hedgehog, and he's like, "Yo, he's rich."
Yeah, you probably definitely make quite a bag off of that.
I know,
Producing
like
such a
Crush
big company like
40,
that.
like awesome dude.
You know, our podcast is already basically sponsoring someone, or sponsored by someone. Me,
Oh, great! Our first
Give me
sponsor,
money.
That
everyone.
would means you would have to pay for. You would have to pay us. That's what a sponsor is. You know, pay us to promote. You're promoting
I
your
pay
own
the
thing,
podcast.
so that's more. That's
Therefore, I
kind
pay
of more.
Money,
myself
please.
because I take all the money.
I think Purpl is misunderstanding what sponsor is. I think they call that self-advertising. He's in denial, I think, in denial, but it, you know, what happens when people face the truth sometimes. Anyways,
Bro, you know what I'm gonna be in?
Yes.
I'm gonna be in the fucking bank cashing in those $1 million checks while you guys are living in cardboard boxes. Yeah, get on my level, nerds.
Well, I wish the best of you whenever you become a millionaire. I can't imagine you being very good with copious amounts of money.
I don't know what I do
The
if I
fuck
won $1
you
million.
mean? What do you think I'm gonna do? Go to outer space, buy a property on the moon, and sell it?
No, maybe not something like that, but you'll buy like a small load of, I don't know, 4 million potatoes and be like, oh, I already have the most potatoes in the world record. And then you notice that you don't have any money anymore.
I feel like there's a certain
I'd buy
pig
a
who'd have more
million
potatoes than
potatoes.
I do, but yeah, I'd buy potatoes.
No, let me ask you a better question than Purpl.
Love
What would you
potatoes.
do for $1 million? What would you do for $1 million?
What would I do for $1 million?
I mean,
So
I don't know.
I guess what
You're
wouldn't you
so
do
funny.
for $1 million?
What wouldn't
Funny
I
looking.
do? Kill someone, probably.
That makes sense.
I feel like he's lying. You wouldn't kill somebody for $1 million?
I voted
What
for
if
Freddie
they were
Fazbear in the 2024
really-
presidential elections of the United States of America.
What if they were a really bad person? Would you then kill them for $1 million?
Is that what we say right after I make a politic joke?
I'm believing that.
Let's say Charles Manson Reborn is right in front of you, and he's like, "Oh, I want to brainwash more people and make them kill people, but you have to kill me for $1 million." Would you do it?
Wait, who's that?
Okay. Charles Manson, the guy that like really bad killer.
Oh wait, what if
United-
what if before I'm able to kill him, he brainwashes me and then I can't?
Well, that's not the scenario I'm giving you. I'm giving you if he was right in front of you and he didn't brainwash you, he was talking about brainwashing people. And you get $1 million as a
So what
reward
would I have
for
to
killing
kill
him.
him? Would I have a gun? Would I have a knife? Would I have my fists?
And
I
whatever
mean,
you
there
need to
got-
do to kill him. What do you think killing
Whatever you
means?
desire.
Do I get legal repercussions for killing this person?
I'm gonna give you legal repercussions if you don't answer
Only
my
the taxes
goddamn
and the $1
question,
million.
Purpl.
Only the taxes, but then I'd only get like 600,000.
That's still a lot of money. Oh, I'm only getting $600,000. That's like the one guy in that Mr. Beast comments. Oh, you only got 1.8 million. He didn't get 3 million. You're still getting a lot of money. Remember that.
Oh, and actually, speaking
Okay,
of that,
well-
Mr. Beast actually
well,
does the
let's go into the
taxes for you,
specifics.
so you still win the actual amount of money. Like you actually win in his video. It's like
Well,
he
it
handles
didn't make
all that,
sense to me
so you
seeing
actually get the amount of money that you won.
Didn't Mr. Beast make a lunch product that sucks ass?
Okay, do we want to get into that right now?
Are you trying to get on
Because
the
I have
gossip podcast
opinions.
about
I got
futures?
opinions, but
Well, that is what podcasts are essentially about.
I
Showing your
guess.
own opinion to the people. You know, we listen and we don't judge. Unless you're Purpl.
Oh my god.
You're lucky you're
I
still on the
hate
opposite
those
side of the
queers.
desk. He's a queer guy.
I
He has
love
a
taking
boyfriend.
rights away from people. I hate.
Are we gonna
He's just
leave that,
asking for.
Sarah?
He's just.
Okay, Purple,
if
please.
that
If you
went-
don't get rid of that, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm gonna be
Then
found
just
in a
literally
cardboard
say
box
you
floating down
do
the
not
river.
mean what I.
For my own safety and legal reasons, that's a joke.
You might be cooked, Purple. You might be cooked.
I'm not cooked. I'm cooking. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Starting
Seraph,
to get
why
the
don't you talk
recollection
for a
that
little
you're
while?
autistic. You know, what do you say? Sorry, I'm lost.
I don't. Now he's muted himself.
What'd you say, weather boy? Anyways, he doesn't want to answer my question. We already got past most of the stuff that we wanted to talk about, but there's one thing that I wanted to bring up was about how we all got into this specific side of the community, which being the furry ASMR side. What brought you in? What keeps you here today? Would be the easiest way to.
Good question. I guess you can start, Sarah, since I think you have like the biggest following out of all of us here.
I don't think I have the most interesting story, but I guess it happened around maybe 2023 at the end of there when I was going through I guess you could say a fallout with my current partner at the time. And already listening to ASMR for a couple years before that, of course, to relax, because that's what you're usually there for, unless you're there for other reasons. We know what Patreons you guys are on. But, just relax and find some type of comfort in that type of thing. And I found myself making my own videos during that time of the November of 2023. I didn't plan for anything crazy, just something to put out there to cope, I guess you could say. And of course, maybe a few months after that, seeing, supportive comments, it makes you want to continue doing that same exact thing. And, with time piling up from there, you see numbers start to grow and more people to show up. It just kept me smiling and kept me going through the day. So that's why I find myself still here today, even if the channel is dying slowly but surely, to just continue doing what I'm doing to see if I can at least make one person get relaxation or just to help anybody who's out there struggling with sleep, because I understand how that is if you're going through something. And that's my simple story. What about you?
Yeah, that's really nice. Nah,
I'm back,
honestly
by the
think
way. Just like Jesus,
Hello,
I
Purpl.
have returned.
Oh my goodness, we're getting
Jesus.
emotional over here. But I honestly
You
think
guys decide to have a heartfelt moment when I'm gone. Probably for the best. I probably would have ruined it by some sort of cheeky joke.
I think my story might actually be
I think
a
I'm
little.
going to continue interrupting you.
We're trying to have a serious moment here, Purpl.
I'm sorry, you can go now.
I honestly think my story might actually be
Blah,
a
blah, blah.
little similar to Seraph's, actually, about like why he kind of started and like what made him start. Because I did technically like start my channel actually mostly because of Takura. Takura, I might be butchering his name all the time, but he had a 5,000 subscriber special, and I was like, let's do this. This is gonna be really fun. And also because my then partner at the time also did ASMR content and stuff, and I was like, hey, this is something that like we can probably do together in the future and stuff. Like, I thought it'd be a great idea. So it's like I made my little clip, I submitted it, and like I got like a whole bunch of praise from Tark and a bunch of other people on it. And I was like, maybe it's something I can do. Because like I too like was also like I really understand what it's like to like feel really hopeless and alone at times. And I was like, if my content can make someone feel a little less alone and like they have a friend, then that's good. That's good for me. And then I like made a longer version of the small clip I submitted like to Tark's little special, and then that people really enjoyed that. And I was like, oh my goodness, so many of you. Oh my god. So like I might be slow, but just one step at a time, just trying to do what I can.
No, I don't think that at all. But I think that's a very, relatable and touching story.
Yeah.
We all have our reasons, and it seems like we all have our same agenda. What about you, Purpl? Do you have something similar to that?
Like how I began with my
Yeah.
content?
Oh, sorry. I think the question that I asked, sorry, I know you weren't here. I was asking, you know, what made you want to be in the community, this little niche of the furry community,
Like
which is the ASMR side of it, and
ASMR
what makes
side.
you want to, and what makes you want to stick around to today to keep on doing it. What I'm trying to say.
Good question. Well, I mainly started because I originally was just, kind of just by myself in the community. Like, I never really had any friends or really anyone to talk to or that I could relate to the level that I relate to anybody in this community now. So, like, I was just, pretty lonely. And, I would join the servers, of course, with a Discord account I made. And, like, a couple months after just, idling, joining servers, never talking to anybody, I joined Dima and Tico's server. And Dima actually DM'd me shortly after I joined, and he offered to be my friend. And it kind of just went from there. And then I was like, okay. And then I think he like told me to be active in a server or something. Not like, oh, you should be active in my server. No, I was like, I am socially anxious. And he was like, you should be active in the server and make some friends. And then I made friends. And then, like, I joined the VCs. I didn't talk back then. And Demo was like, oh, blah, 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 ASMR, ASMR. And I was like, I should make ASMR. And then he was like, do it. So I made my very first video, which is private, because I hate it. And then I made another video the same day. And then a couple days later, I made 2 more videos a day after each other, and they were okay, I guess. And then, yeah. And then I made the Shy Nova Beast video, and then that got like a lot of views. And then I made my 1-hour video, and then that got a lot of views. Not nearly as much, like that's like average. That's like rookie numbers for Seraph, but I mean 50,000
My channel's
views.
dying.
Oh my God.
I was playing
Yeah, I
the
mean
algorithm game
50,000
during that
views is
time.
pretty good. So
And that's really
Oof.
good. My
That
goodness.
is a lot of views. Trust me, that is.
yeah,
a lot.
50,000 views in a year. Well, it's been
Mhm.
over a year now, but
That's a lot of people.
I mean it was pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's
Yeah,
make you feel
I
good to see
remember
those
when I
type of
first
things.
actually started talking, not just like in videos, but just in general, because I was just silent. Whenever I joined voice calls, I'd always be mute. Like I never really had the guts to talk because I'm a very socially anxious person. So like I
Mhm.
wouldn't say anything. But I did eventually at one of Dima's meetups just be like, I really should say something instead of just being this fucking loser. Like, I was just in my mind being like, what a loser! You're such a loser and coward. You need to you fucking do it. Just do it. And then
Do it,
yeah,
Yeah.
do it.
Tua.
Like I'm Steve. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it took me a while to get like out of my own comfort zone as well, because there was like a long period of time where like I didn't talk to anybody at all, like ever. And then one day I just like built up the courage to just try talking to other people, and then I just was able to meet a whole lot of people because of that. It was
hey
great.
Jack, can you look down slightly?
Look down slightly. Yeah. What?
Nothing. Hey
But
guys, look, it's Zydurian ASMR.
Yep. That
oh
is indeed
yes,
Zydurian ASMR. Is indeed.
Yeah, that's Zydurian
I always
ASMR.
got that thing from you. You always had. That's kind of why I brought you here for the podcast thing, because you of course you were on board with it at first, and he's not here. He's looking around talking to somebody. Probably let's actually wait a bit
Yeah. Let's see what he does.
because it actually involves him.
Yeah. See Purpl in their natural habitat right here.
Wow,
Oh, look at him go.
just wow.
Wow.
What?
You back here yet? Talking about you.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. what I was trying to say is, I always got that recollection about you, and that's why I kind of brought you here to begin with, and that's why I was surprised when you accepted my offer to begin with, because you always had the connections in this community that I probably would have never gotten. Because I know you say that you have social
You have
anxiety.
so many connections, Purpl. Like, my goodness, like everyone knows
Yes,
you.
every time I see another ASMR artist and they like Zai, and I seen that video that he made about you guys' friendship, I was actually like, wow, you guys are really closer than I thought. And I see more ASMR artists that mention you, and I'm like, wow, you really been
Yeah,
around
how the
this
fuck do you
area.
think I felt when he posted that fucking video? Like, massive shout out to that guy. Hey guys, if you haven't already, go
Of
subscribe to
course.
Zydurian at Zydurian ASMR at ZYDURIAN ASMR. Very,
Another
very nice
amazing
person.
protogen,
Very chill.
definitely.
Yeah.
That you look up to him, and that's why I kind of started using the protogen stuff. So yes, please check out our protogen counterpart there.
Should get him on as a guest.
Yeah, we
If you can get him on,
You know, I
that
only really have these connections because I have social anxiety. I have really bad social anxiety. One of the ways I've kind of conquered it is to just try to send that first message.
right.
Like, just because I have a lot of connections doesn't mean it's gotten any easier, but I have learned tactics like telling yourself that you're a loser if you don't. And then half the time,
I think there's better ways of going around about that, but yeah, that could help.
Yeah, there are a lot better ways, but that's what works for me. I'm not saying our fans should. What our fans should probably do is something I've done.
Positive
Is
reinforcement.
What I do is I put my finger on the enter key after typing out a message, and then I don't press down on the enter key. I close my eyes and then just hold my finger there until I accidentally press the enter key.
Oops. But I hope you don't say nothing bad.
Yeah, I will say, Purpl.
Usually
like,
is the first step.
I've said this before, but like you are one of like the main reasons that I'm like mostly in this community and have like know so many people in here. It's because of you. So like, I really appreciate you a whole lot as a friend.
Don't make this episode about me.
It's about all of us.
It's never about me, guys.
Because I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
I wouldn't have been in the Kino server. I probably would have met all these other people because of you. Because you actually told me, hey, why don't you go talk to them?
Oh yeah, shout out to Kino too. At KENOHEART.
The fish.
Awesome animator, avatar creator.
Like he
hit up Kino Fang in on Discord.
He's got
He's
animations
very talented.
Yeah. And
what else? Jack? I feel like Jack wants to. I think he wants to say something about Kino. Why don't you say?
Yeah, he's adorable and he's cute. He's very cute. Yes.
Get what you want from that. I'm sure you can make a guess what they are.
Am I the only one who? Am I the only one here who isn't wearing a Kino avatar?
Oh yeah, he made yours too, sir.
Yeah, I actually did.
Yeah.
If I didn't ask him, I would be using the white protogen that is public. I used that as my channel icon for a long time. Very ghetto, but you got to do with what do sometimes.
Yeah.
That actually brings me to another question. That's actually pretty interesting. What made you guys pick the personas that you have now?
Oh yeah.
What makes them you to begin with?
Well, I guess I can.
You guys first.
I know. Yeah, I can start really. I'm like, when I was really first thinking about the furry community, like it was actually like a fox that I was thinking about picking. Like, oh, I want to pick a fox and stuff. I like foxes. Foxes are real cute. I love their ears, fluffy tails and stuff. But then, like,
how original.
It was exactly. That was one of the things I was like,
what color were you gonna go for?
Maybe not. Well, purple. I love purple. Favorite color.
Daring today, aren't we?
But it was really when I was with some like friends and stuff who were like who were non-furry friends. We were doing that thing where it was like, oh, if we were an animal, what animal would we be and stuff? And most of my friends like chose like, oh, I'd be a fruit bat. And so all of them were saying that I'd be a fruit bat. And they're like, I don't know. But then I was like, it really just grew on me a whole lot. Because then like I looked into like bats and stuff a bit more and stuff. And like, but bats are also called like flying foxes and stuff, and then they look adorable. Like, look up. I know, like the little bats, they do look a little weird and stuff, but like a lot of like fruit bats and flying foxes, they just look like puppies. They literally just look like puppies and stuff, and they're adorable.
My friendship is like a tumor. Once I'm there, I'm really hard to get rid of, and I'm a pain in the ass sometimes.
But glad to have you though.
But it's all worth it because you could tell people you have cancer and then get free stuff. You heard it here, folks. If you get cancer, go to the store and be like, "I have cancer.
So
Please,
does
can
that mean I get free stickers
I
then?
have
Anyways.
your car?" Yeah, I'm gonna
Anywho.
draw you with a massive tumor.
Oh no. Yeah, but I guess yeah.
Okay,
Purple,
Anyways,
what made you pick your Sona?
all right. Well, I'll start with my I just really liked protogens. You know, I always looked at them and I was like, "You fluffy robot creatures. I love them so much. They're precious. I need one." So I eventually made one because my original profile picture was shit. It was poorly drawn. And I wanted to get rid of it, so I drew a Purpl. And I've stuck with it ever since. In fact, that is the very first protogen I've ever drawn.
I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks
Yeah,
good.
looks great.
And I'm not even
that
joking around with you.
For the very first one I've drawn, I'm still proud of it to this day. And then, boop, that's my most recent one.
He's eating popcorn. Better hope he's not allergic.
No.
But what about your Nova? Because that's
awful.
I feel like that's what everybody knows. You buy your Nova Beast. What was the
Oh,
story
my
behind that?
Nova Beast was actually a gift from a friend. I had a friend, and I told him that I didn't have a VRC avatar, and then one of these days they just forced me into a call, and then behold, Purpl exists.
That's how he was created, right there.
There you go.
Yeah.
Friends.
It was great.
A nice act.
Mhm.
That's
Nice
how
note.
it works.
Yeah. And how about you, Sarah? What made you pick a protogen?
That's a good question. I mean, I can give a little bit of the backstory of what I had before the protogen that I still know in my head, which was a circle for a long time, and I used that as my own mascot. His name was Lo-Fi, and I actually carried that name onto the channel for a little bit. Lo-Fi protogen, Lo-Fi Circle, and all that type of thing. But
I remember that.
yeah, sticking by the protogen nowadays and seeing, the creature as it is and people like Zydarian that I was watching at the time, I was like, I want to make my own protogen and like see what I can base off of that for the community that I'm already trying to make videos for. And I guess that's how Seraph came to life. I was like, what is the
Didn't
most
I have to
simple
bully
way?
you into making a Sona? Because you just use Publix.
I did use public ones, but I did have a
You use a
general
lot
idea
of
of
Publix.
if I want. I wanted it at first. The first envision for Seraph was to be some all white, angelic looking creature. But I was like, yeah, that doesn't fit me because I'm not angelic. I'm not perfect. So I had to make it more, relatable. So I picked this, grayish tinge with yellow in it, and of course the patented ZZZ for sleep because, that's what I hopefully get known by these days.
And the
sleepy
and the
brooch.
horns. The
horns.
The P colors.
Okay, Purpl guy, you think you're so creative down there, aren't you? But I'll
Wouldn't
let
you like
slide
to
on
know,
this one.
Weather Boy?
Oh no, you said it.
4+ psychic damage, give it to him now.
Oh no.
Give it to him.
Guys, take it now.
But that's interesting. It's
Oh
good
my
to know
goodness
everyone's
gracious.
story behind their characters because,
Yeah, I am so uncomfortable in my bed right now, and yes, I am, in fact, laying in bed. I'm very comfy, but
Yeah,
also
I'm
not.
sitting on my
because
bed
it is
right now.
Really,
I'm
it is
sitting in
really
a
hot in
chair,
my room.
sitting up. Like
Yeah,
I
I'm
usually sit
sitting
on
up
the
in my bed.
podcast.
Yeah, just leaning against the banister.
I'm
It's,
eating
like,
in
right
bed
there.
because I'm crazy.
I wouldn't need to second guess that. But
Yeah.
That's very good to know everyone's characters, how they.
I'm bad. I go squeak. And yeah.
He's a bad Negro.
Joe Rogan confirmed for episode 3.
No. I thought the only thing
I could put on a Joe Rogan
I'm
avatar and act
disappointed
like
in
him.
is that the model I use is the Nacorda like model because like it looks the best. It's the best looking bat Abby that there is, but there's like so few assets made for it, so it's like no, I'm so upset.
So sorry. Like they had more in the
So
future.
fine. There's like some like sci-fi looking clothes for it, and like a tuxedo. Like that's it. So I don't want sci-fi clothes. I'm not into all that like super like camo looking stuff. It's like no, I want to be silly.
Hey, don't feel bad being naked, man. Come on now.
I know, I'm fine.
I got nothing.
Because also because it
I mean,
looks
if you cut the
great.
armor.
The Abby looks great, so I love it. Yeah, so I'm satisfied for now.
Kino makes the best avatars.
Yeah, he's great. He's wonderful.
Terrific. Another
Actually, so
minor
this is a
shout out right there.
YouTube. This is a YouTube
I know,
video.
will be in the description definitely.
Seraph, yeah, Kino will be in the description. Zai will be in the description, and who else will be in the description? Well, of course,
Obviously
all three of
us.
our
Not
channels.
Joe
Yes.
Rogan. Not Joe Rogan.
The Hawktua girl will be in the
Unless he
description.
contacts us. If Joe Rogan contacts us, he'll be in the description.
I really want you guys on my podcast. All three
Yeah,
of you.
Joe Rogan. If you email us with just the word meow, we will put you in the description for every single podcast from then on.
Yeah. If we
Right
ever
at
got
the-
invited
right
to
at
his,
the very
if we ever
bottom,
got
your own
invited to his
little spot.
podcast and we had to meet there, I would be shaking you in the back room, telling you to fucking lock in so you don't say something dumb on this
Fuck
fucking podcast.
Like, fuck.
It's gonna be like, come
I've
on
never
now.
said a single dumb
Millions of
thing in
dollars
my
could be
life.
made here.
I've never
Okay.
said a single dumb thing in my life.
Ugh.
Do not cut to
Yeah,
to me
big
being
fly.
stupid earlier.
I'm not. I'm gonna. I can't edit that well.
Good. I'm free.
Well,
Or
he's actually
cannot.
See,
making
this-
it hard
this
for you because he actually put so much cutouts. Censor there. I've said the F word a couple of times, but warranted or fair purpose.
Fuck.
Ooh, I do not.
it's not like
curse.
I didn't say that the first
often.
5 minutes.
I curse
That's
probably
like
good.
very little, only in like specific
Can you
certain
swear?
scenarios.
Can you swear for the viewers?
For no, I don't. That's not how. I don't just swear. It has to be like certain reasons.
Keep
I
your
swear.
pureness, man. Don't listen to the devil on your right shoulder. Listen to the angel on your left shoulder.
Gosh, damn it!
At least he didn't say the Lord's name in vain.
I don't swear.
Like
I just
Purpl.
don't.
I think that's a
Well,
respect.
Sarah, if you're a religious guy, what's worse? Oh my god or oh my god?
Well, yeah, would just be a saying for, your gluteus maximus, otherwise
Your
known as
rump.
your ass. Oh my God is saying the name of, our Lord and Savior. In
Oh my
vain.
god, Rizzler in Ohio Fintex.
Well, I guess. I guess.
I
Didn't know we
am
were going to go into
so
this
sorry.
topic, but
Why,
there's a new pope now.
He's for
It
it.
was
He just-
literally chosen
just-
today.
Oh,
We have a new pope.
I seen the little the thing.
Ah.
I forgot what it was, but it looked
Who's
like
the Pope?
it looked like an NFL like draft combine the way they were bringing up
during
each and
the
every
combine,
single like
it was like an NFL draft. Them introducing each individual cardinal.
like it said he was like 68 overall. I was like, what am I watching? Like, they were just picking
You know,
one person
I-
for it. But
you know,
that's-
But the,
When
yeah.
when the Pope the previous Pope originally died, rest in peace, by the way.
Pope Francis.
The way I found out, that one guy who's like, I added blank to Minecraft. I was just scrolling through YouTube shorts. I added the Pope to Minecraft, and it was like, dude, it hadn't even been 12 hours.
Oh no!
How do you immediately do that?
No, but
That's like Jay Schlatt heading back from England after the Queen dies.
no, the same thing happened with the Pope too. He literally said that like April's going to be an interesting month for the Pope, and guess what happened in April?
He's on a fucking
he
watch
can't keep
list.
getting away with this. But
You can't keep getting away with
but
this.
but I was just like in work today, just like scrolling on TikTok because like I was bored, like and literally just the BBC, like the live just came up on TikTok. I was like, oh, that's white smoke. Oh, there's a new pope now. And so
Congratulations to you guys.
the pope is, oh god, I forget his actual name, but he chose the name Leo, like Pope Leo the 13th. No, 14th. I believe it is. And so yeah, he's from Chicago.
Margaret Thatcher is
Oh, God.
dead.
No. Oh my, you made me lose my train of thought. No.
Why are you looking at me like I did it? I didn't do it.
Oh, that
Objects that I've held in my hand.
Purple.
Controller.
But the Pope,
Blanket.
yeah, it's Pope Leo the 14th. He's from Chicago, Illinois, the first American pope. So USA.
Oh, he's from Chicago?
USA.
We're all
Where America
doomed.
has to put their grummy hands on something that isn't theirs. I'm joking, but you know,
No,
we're everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
I
I
think that,
guess.
like, yeah, people didn't think we would ever have an American pope. But it's like, well, here we go.
You would never catch me.
Even the
going
American
to
people didn't think
Chicago.
we can have an American pope, probably
Yeah,
because you
no.
know how we run things
But-
around here.
Yeah, but this guy, he was like one of the people chosen by the previous Pope, Pope Francis. So I was like, yeah, I think he'll do an okay job. And yeah, but it's just a, my goodness, big event. Won't
It's
see
a
too
lot of
many of those.
stress.
Oh, absolutely.
Can imagine.
I mean,
Compared to
like I
being on every
was,
Twitter handle.
I was like in terms of like leadership and stuff. I was in the Boy Scouts. I did get like my Eagle Scout, which was a huge accomplishment for me. But I had to do a whole lot of leadership stuff for that. Like I did get the highest leadership position, which is like, hold on. Oh my god, why am I blanking already? Hold on, no. I swear I'm a good scout. I'm an Eagle Scout. No. I'm just
already
blanking on the
forgot.
name.
Oh,
Eyes peeled, Boy Scouts.
yeah,
You already
but-
forgot.
Yeah, but I was a patrol leader. I was quartermaster, and I was assistant senior patrol leader. Then I was also became the senior patrol leader, which like the senior patrol leader, that's the dude that runs the troop. So I was in that position before. So and that was something, all right. My goodness.
Oh, I can imagine. It's
Yeah,
definitely
because
something.
my troop was about like 40 people, like 40 scouts. And like I was like in charge of all of them and all like 4 patrols and stuff. But honestly, that was fun. That was great. That was like the last thing I did, like my last 6 months in the scouts, whereas like the senior patrol leader.
I leave my hands on the table like a gay person.
What is your one-liners, Purple?
Yeah,
What
like
is
you have a
your-
lot of one-liners this episode, Purple.
That's my job.
I killed a man.
Have you ever been like camping before?
No.
Oh,
We
he
ha-
couldn't
our-
survive
our
2
family-
seconds
our
out in the
family-
wilderness.
Our family had a camper, but it was destroyed.
Oh no, what destroyed it?
I killed a man.
You know, you say that.
Yeah, I killed that.
You say that, but I don't think I can see you out in the wilderness camping. I don't think I can see you camping.
2016 at 8:06 p.m. July 17th.
I feel like
Well,
if we
have you been
dropped you out
camping,
in like some
Seraph?
I
random
already said
camping
the
area.
date. Fuck, I messed it up.
Hold on, let me just. I can't see him camping. Like there's no way he would try to like make
Yeah,
a crafting
no,
table or something.
think
Look
he
for a
could.
villager out in the open, even though they don't
Make a
exist.
crafting table.
I don't want to make a crafting table for this beef jerky, dude. And I can't see that.
This
Mhm.
is a crafting table.
But no, I have not camped before. It's,
Oh, really?
we don't really have
Dang.
we don't have much places here that we could, but I'm sure I could if I wanted to, but I just haven't
Yeah.
had that chance. To
Well, I'm
get
in
that.
the
Not really
state of
too
the
outdoorsy.
PA. That's where I'm from. There's a whole lot of places that camp. It's a beautiful state. Lots of stuff. The Poconos are right there. It gets this freezing cold in the winter, but yeah.
Check it out
I have
sometimes,
a
maybe.
whole lot
Let's
of
go camping.
stories that I could tell
Episode 8.
about being in the Boy Scouts and stuff that I'll probably share a whole lot about it. Like if we like continuing this, like each episode, I could like share a bit more here and there because I really
Right.
learned a whole lot. Because it was like 10 years of my life of being in the Boy Scouts, so I have a lot of stuff, a lot of experiences, and I'm like I've learned a heck of a lot.
Has it built what you are today? Sorry, I really like
Oh
stuttered on
yeah,
that.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So
Like
much
how
are today.
cut out
Yeah,
at the
how-
beginning of the
Gay.
podcast.
Oh man.
what was that?
You're gonna have so much of my tomfoolery cut out at the beginning of the podcast.
Oh, I'm leaving it all in. Don't you worry.
You're gonna the viewer count's gonna drop. I am not that funny. I mean, you guys are over here having actual conversations. I'm just like, I killed a man on February 12th.
And why not join in the conversation then, Purpl?
Yeah,
That's what a podcast is for.
yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, but I'm the crazy one. I'm supposed
Why
to be the
are you
crazy
instilling
person.
roles? There's no roles. It's just us talking.
Yeah, just talking, chatting, yapping away.
This isn't an SNL
Well,
skit.
I mean, you've got the crazy one, you've got the normal one, and then you've got
Normal.
Seraph.
What's that mean?
I don't know if I like being called normal.
He just called me Sarah, then you get Seraph. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Is that an insult or is that a
I
compliment?
mean, I don't want to be normal. Being normal is boring. Okay,
None of us
the
are normal.
the
It's
viewers
just
cannot
a
see it,
cartoonish
but
bed.
Purpl put a sticker right in front of me that is just
No,
a man staring at me.
No.
It says Tennessee ? Yes, but I don't want to be known as being
Tennessee,
normal.
you're the only
'Cause, like,
10 I see.
Clearly, none of us are normal, and that's not a bad thing. Being a little weird is like good. I like that's fun.
Did
like,
somebody
what-
say normal?
Life. If you spend your entire life being normal, then I think that's a pretty boring life. Like I think it's okay to be a little
would
weird.
say that,
It's
yeah.
okay to be just a little crazy.
Be
Just, like,
interesting.
express yourself.
Crazy?
You know, be a little
No,
interesting.
I'm
Don't be
gonna
so
block
bland.
you off from the camera.
Don't be
You're
a
not here.
saltine cracker.
not
Be
here right
more of
now.
like a
You're not there.
buttery Ritz cracker. I would say.
Yeah.
Don't be so plain.
You guys
Yeah.
ever
You
you guys
plain
ever make
Jane.
fun of British people?
Yeah, I'm talking to you directly, and I'm looking straight at the camera. I bet you get burgers without ketchup or mustard or anything on it. Yeah, do you get that? You don't experiment, do you? Anyways, I bet you get a plain hot dog too. You never mind.
Oh my God, there's two conversations happening at once. I don't know what to do.
What is Purpl doing?
Purple's talking about British people.
He's talked about so much controversial stuff in this 30-minute span.
He has.
Has there only been 30 minutes? How long have we been
If our
going
podcast
on?
has been canceled, it's going to be because of him. Well, I guess that's another thing we should do. It's like how long do we really want to make these? Because
How long have we been
could talk
going?
forever. Well, we've been going on for about an hour now.
Okay, I we could go a little longer, you know.
Yeah.
For the diehard fans.
Diehard fan.
I'm looking at you, Michelle Obama.
Yeah, Michelle.
Michelle Obama.
She's not
sorry.
dead, is she?
Michelle is different.
No,
No,
she's
she's
very
not
much
dead.
alive. She's also the reason our school lunches got
Okay,
ruined. We used to have Purpl.
You got the
Dude, we
cut
used to
out.
have. I
You
swear
are
to God, we had,
making
like,
enemies of literally everyone right now. Calm down, please.
Speaking of the school lunches thing, I remember there was a point in time in my elementary school where they had these bomb ass roast beef sandwiches that they made, but I've never seen them ever since.
Roast beef sandwiches.
Yeah, they had these thick roast beef sandwiches in elementary school, and I just have never seen them ever again. The last
Maybe-
thing I remember in high school was some cheap ass cheese pizza. That was the best thing they had, I
maybe
guess.
We used to have those too. Because maybe like something in my unconscious mind to say like, yes, roast beef sandwich. We had them, but it's been so long.
My school
I
had
think it was
like
roast beef.
I don't
this
know.
full-on personal pizza in like a box this big, and like we had like this little tiny pizza, and everybody got one. And I remember just sitting there eating the pizza, being like, "This is so delicious," and I was talking about how good it was. and there was a person sitting at the next table over that, for some context, they're lactose intolerant, so they couldn't have gotten the pizza. And what they got was they got one of the worst lunches. They got like fucking slop on a plate, and everybody else was eating pizzas. So they got really angry, and they threw their lunch at like the little circle table I was sitting at. It got on everybody except for me.
No, honestly, if you're
I got
lactose
to get up and
intolerant,
walk away
if you're
scot-free.
lactose intolerant, just eat it. Just eat the dairy. They make stuff that solves it. You'll have a little tummy
Yeah,
ache. Obviously, don't eat it if
literally.
it's really severe for you. Do not. But if it only gives a minor, like just a little tummy ache, just eat it. It's worth it.
Yeah, just have some more chicken and have some more pie. It doesn't
Eat
matter
ice
if it's
cream.
boiled or
Eat
fried.
cheese. I cannot live in a world without cheese. It is wonderful.
Well, if you have that, digestion problems, there is pills and stuff for that type of thing,
Yeah.
and you may be hanging over on the toilet for a little bit because I have a friend that does that type of thing. But he says
My favorite song
vanilla
by
ice cream is
Michael
good.
Jackson is "Beat It" because it reminds me of my son. Because I beat my son.
Purple. We gotta cut that. We're Purple. I'll just draw a line down so it's just me and Sarah.
Wait, what? Every time you say you're gonna cut that, there's just gonna be just like a censored bar over me. it's just gonna be
God.
completely censored.
It's just gonna be the Cyber Curtis logo over him the entire time.
No, but the
There I
school
am, Gary, there
lunches
I am.
that I loved the most, like I used to have nacho day in middle school. Like they served us
Right.
nachos. Like this was like the nacho chips, the ground beef, the cheese, and just that they disappeared after Michelle Obama. Gone. No more
You're
nachos
gonna have
ever again.
95% fruit salad on there. You're
But
gonna make sure you're eating healthy.
No more
Your children, I think you should be allowed to eat a bit because your metabolism when you're younger, I don't think it really matters as much as if you were an adult, fully grown. Bring back nachos, guys.
But I
with
mostly
the
just grabbed
little
like
cheese sauce on
the
top.
chicken patty sandwich, which was probably just
Oh.
breaded mush. But it was like that was the best tasting thing.
Yeah, I think it was the Tyson. Like have you ever had like Tyson frozen
Oh,
chicken
yeah.
patties before? I think it was
definitely
just
the
that.
Tyson
It
thing.
tasted real good in school. If I ate it now, I'd be like, wow, this is really underwhelming. This tastes like a regular frozen chicken patty. But in school it tasted really good, especially if you had like some type
Absolutely.
of ketchup. Because I don't really like things dry, like things wet. Like like just a little bit more like soggy. I guess you could say. I like my cereal soggy. Is
You
that
what?
weird?
Wait, hold on. Wait, you like your cereal what?
I like my cereal a little bit soggy, and I don't like it when it's crunchy and stuff.
Oh wow, that is
I like when the
interesting.
milk.
Seraph,
Like,
I'm
gets
saying
soaked up.
this as your friend and your partner in this podcast. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, but no.
Oh, I
Follow-up
crawled out of
question.
whatever hole you crawled out of.
A follow-up question to that: milk first or cereal first?
I put cereal first. I'm not
Okay, good.
mentally ill.
So you're not
was-
insane.
Yeah, I
You're not
think you are a
insane.
little bit, just a little bit.
But you're not
You're on the top weather,
mentally.
boy.
You're not mental.
You're not talking
You
about that weather, boy.
actually
Talking
do that
about-
though? Like that? This isn't like a guy. You actually.
No, I like it when I don't like the crunch. It like messes with me a little bit. I don't really like the
That is
crunchiness of it. I like it
interesting.
when it soaks up all the milk and I can just bite on it. Oh, you think you're so funny. You think you're so funny over
Okay,
there with your
but, like-
middle finger.
You're really gonna make me work to edit.
You're gonna edit that out?
I
How
didn't say
family
anything bad.
friendly Are you trying to
No,
make this
it's
thing
what he
be?
did. It's what he did.
I thought you were talking. I thought you
No,
was
but he did
insinuating me
something.
talking about soggy cereal. Like it's like I'm
No,
a domestic terrorist all of a sudden.
Purple did something.
Me pulling out my little crank and going like this. That's gotta.
Remember,
be
your
edited
fans are
out.
gonna see this too. The people that you have on your
Yeah,
channel.
this
are gonna
is
see
like
this too, and they're gonna,
this is you.
this-
This is how people are viewing you.
other than the ASMR that you give, this is what they're gonna get from your personality, and they're gonna be like, Purple guy's a little different from what I remember. If they haven't met you before.
I mean, if my fans think of me differently just because of me being, the chaotic person I am, then okay. I don't do it,
I'm your friend, and I don't think you talk
to be
about
like as
killing
popular
people
as
every day or
possible.
talking about Michelle
No, you
Obama. I don't. That's not what I know you by.
Yeah,
And this is your friend talking.
me too. You
I'm-
don't do that all the time.
You talk about
Okay,
logical things.
I have a lot of energy because I had a day today, a very interesting day.
You want
And
to talk
it-
about
and
it?
Seraph knows when I have a day, I go crazy.
Well,
I
do you
go
want to
What does that
talk about
mean?
it?
Did you say I have a day or date?
What kind of day did you
Day.
have?
Somebody shit in the shower and didn't clean up after themselves.
Ooh, that
You said
is.
that like.
I'm glad I didn't step on it.
Oh my god, my gag reflex.
Imagine being in the middle of your shower and
Ugh.
And that smell, too.
Please, can we stop talking about this, please? Oh my god, my gag reflex is gonna activate. Ugh. That is horrible. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Make sure not to do it in the shower, then, Purple. I'm joking. Anyways,
No.
moving on to the next subject here, since we don't want our
I've
other
got
host
my-
here to
I really
mention-
am the
for
oldest
today.
out of here.
You. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, Mr. 42 years old right here.
I'm not 42.
There you are.
No, I am not.
Me
I'm
and Purple are
23.
How old are
roughly
you
around
then?
this, roughly around the same age.
I am 23 years old. My goodness.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
young,
Me
man.
and Seraph are the same age in 3 days.
No, he's not. I'm a little bit older than him, so that's why he should show me some respect as his elder. Isn't that right, Weather Boy? Show me some goddamn respect.
I'm gonna kill you.
He's
You're
not gonna
dead.
do that.
No.
He doesn't have the guts to do that.
How am I gonna get these through this stuff fighting? I don't know.
You're lucky Bry isn't not. You lucky that Bry.x or whatever. You lucky he's not on the podcast, because they would actually be talking the entire time about insulting each other. Because that's how you guys are.
We need to have Bry as a guest at some point, because
I tried to get him, but then Purple stopped.
Just to make fun of me. He's just sitting right there.
No,
He's
I
not
would
even
actually help
talking
him
to
make
you
fun of
guys.
you.
He's not even focused. He's not even focused on the podcast. His main goal is just to make fun of me.
Oh, and I'm gonna aid him in that. I'm gonna be like,
but
yes.
honestly,
I'm gonna be like,
I've had a lot of conversations with Bry, and like he is really he's just a great guy, and he really just knows a whole lot of
Yeah.
stuff, and like he's really easy to talk to and talk with. So yeah.
Sorry, friends. We're watching Bry is a close friend of ours that
Oh yes.
is in our little friend circle. He's a very chill guy. I'm sure we will have him on here eventually to help me make
Yeah,
fun
if
of
he
Purple
wants
so we
to.
can gang up on him. And,
Yeah, and if he had a
he's
fucking
about to-
YouTube, we'd put it in the description. But
I'm shouting him out right now.
Yeah. Doing a little shout out.
We've already given like 6 so far to people we don't even know that don't even know us.
I know, yeah, exactly.
hey, look, I'm gonna make the viewer count go up by like. There's gonna be a big spike in the viewers.
So the people who left the video will skip to an hour and 13 minutes just for that. You think so?
Yeah, so
Yeah, we're gonna fill it with timestamps.
No,
Clips
I know I'll probably do it eventually, but I'm for when I do make more ASMR content, like making the mouth sounds. That's the only thing that like worries me and stuff, because it's like, I know the kind of viewership it attracts, but it does attract a lot of views.
Yeah, who does it attract, Purple?
When I first started doing it, someone DM'd me and told me that my mouth sounds were erotic. And they
Yeah.
kept pleading for a person.
Yeah, there's the people that you might get.
I know.
I'm sure
that's the
99%
thing that
of
worries
them are
me.
wholesome.
I know. But it's like,
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people who are like, "Oh my god, I love your content so much." And then there's just people being like, "Hey, man, good job. I fall asleep to this."
Mhm.
And those are the comments that keep me going.
Yeah. No, I'm sure a majority of people are like good, nice people that like genuinely appreciate stuff. But it's like, yeah, just shouldn't get dissuaded by like the small portion that are
Right,
just
the people that
because it's like the people behind the screen are people too. They're not like
believe it or not, I'm not
omnipotent.
a talking robot.
Yeah. Like they're normal people and they have their lives like just like you do.
Yeah, that brings me up to another thing where
God.
I am Steve.
when you talk about we're human too, I try to think about it as if like if you ever been to those creator meetups sometimes where they treat these people as like another worldly figure or something like that, it's cool to support somebody that you watch, but almost treating them like a deity seems a little off-putting to me, and that's why when I try to go to these meetups, I try to hide a bit so I don't get part of the crossfire of that type of thing, because I don't want to be treated like I'm better than anybody else. I want to just
Yeah,
blend in with
guys,
everybody too.
whoever's watching here who goes to meetups that NC Seraph, don't harass him,
And don't.
please. Or me, or any other creator at a meetup.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can say
A
hi.
simple hello.
Like,
I say,
yeah,
hi,
I
it's fine.
support
we
your.
enjoy your support, but don't come up to me. I was like, "Oh my god, I love your content so much. Oh my god."
Well, when you say it like that, I
Like,
just try not to be too touchy, because I've been kissed without consent a lot of times. If through VRC, of course, it's not real life, but there's still definitely something there that doesn't feel.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
just
guess, I
on
guess it's
VRC,
like,
we have the privilege of
He just blocked me, guys. He just blocked me.
he
Let's see if
blocked
he
me
unblocks
too.
me.
He blocked me too. Oh, well, there he is.
Oh, welcome back. I thought we were gonna make a gone wrong video saying that Purpl has changed.
But I guess that is something I guess we could talk about a
Cyber
little bit.
Critters
How
vlog has been cut down to two
like,
people.
touchy some people can be in this community and stuff. Which like
Right.
it's like consent is extremely important.
Yes, do things with consent.
Touchy's just scratching the surface of the people in this community. Like,
Well,
everybody just.
I think there's something to blame for that, because some of these creators actually almost engage in that type of thing, and that's why people think it's all right to do that type of thing. Because there's some creators that just
fucking horrible. It's like
do a
I
lot
listen
of
to this content and
suggestions.
I fall asleep
some of the
to it all
content
the
that I
time.
do see, I'm not gonna say any of the channels, but some of it I see is just like, this is extremely explicit. It's like,
am I on YouTube or am I on that orange website?
You know who you are.
Of course they do know who they are. They know what they're doing even without
Yeah.
watching this. They suffer. They they trade in their pride for something, and that is like fame, money, and all that types of things. So I hope you're happy doing that type of content, because your digital footprint will be on the internet forever. And if you want to be known as the person that put special things in your title or thumbnail, then
Yeah, I'm just saying it's gonna be very difficult to make genuine friends when all people want to do is just,
you can't be mad if somebody does that. Yeah, essentially. Oh, why is nobody wanting to be my real friend? Maybe because you're moaning into the microphone for millions of people to see. I mean, it's a given. You're giving these people the green light to just walk all over you. Real bad. So stay wholesome. Remember.
No, Brian is actually online right now.
You want an impromptu guest right here, right now?
Surprise guest!
One of you guys invite him.
We could have him the close us. We could have him jump on to close us out with a few words.
Yeah.
We'll see if he actually joins. We'll just see.
DM him.
Closing out words.
Oh, well,
Jack,
I'm not the
DM
owner.
him,
I
tell him
can't.
what we're doing, so he knows.
I can't invite him. I didn't make the world.
Oh, okay. Did you DM him and tell him what we're doing? I can't invite him.
I will invite.
I'm not the owner or moderator.
So I guess it's up
made
to
an invite plus. I really thought. Yeah, I invited him.
I
Don't
guess it's me and you right now, Purpl, while we're trying to wait for Bride to possibly join. Is there anything you want to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, I guess anything you want to know about me? Because I know we've already like talked a whole lot, but I guess if there's like anything you don't know about me and want to know.
So I actually went through with this.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Look at
there
our
he is.
surprise guest
we have a
here.
surprise
Here's
guest,
our surprise
everybody.
guest.
Hey, take a seat, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
take a seat, and my character got a little excited. So sorry.
Yeah. I mean, the camera is not on you right now, so if you
No, just
I'm
be
gonna
yeah,
go
nice.
now you're in here. Oh,
I don't think
we'll
that's
adjust the
you.
camera a bit. We'll
You
adjust the
should-
camera a bit,
Just go
and there we
stand
go.
Yep, just gonna magically fly.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, that chair right
So
there.
I actually went through with this.
Yeah.
No, I had to
Yeah,
find
you're
my
our
chair in
actually
real
first
life.
guest
recording
on the
our
very first
first-
episode.
Our first introductory episode.
Yeah.
We've been talking for like
Yep.
an hour, with Purpl messing it up every 5
Yeah, I
minutes.
saw that.
Yeah, and we
Yeah,
have
well,
have
this
him
is
at the
our-
very end of the podcast.
This is a close friend of all of us. We have him
This is
on
Brian
an
that we were talking
impromptu
about.
guest. So I guess if you want to introduce yourself, a little bit about yourself, just go right ahead.
Hello, I am Brian, and I am this one's #1 hater.
Yes, that's why he brought him here. Let's make
Oh,
fun of
God.
him.
Oh,
now.
no.
y'all pulled me out from committing mass murder.
We
I'm
were
joking.
talking about
Oh.
that earlier. When you see this go live, you are gonna laugh your ass off.
Yeah,
was talking
I was
about-
committing mass murder before y'all invited me here.
Oh well, here comes more mass murder.
Oh,
You and
boy.
Purpl are just
Hey, I
one
was
and
playing
the
Murder
same.
4. I was playing Murder
Ah.
4.
It's
You
a
kill
fun
people,
game.
man.
Yes. I was literally playing on the piano. I'm still standing before getting shanked in the back.
So sorry.
Yeah, we could all jump.
If
We
there's a
could
Don't
all,
worry,
run
it was
over
an
there
unforeseen
after.
turn of events. Oh lord. Yeah, I was playing with a couple friends. Wait,
Hey, did you guys know that back in the day, those old telephones, like right when they came out, there was a very low chance that with how everything was wired, you would make a call on the telephone and the microwave would actually turn on?
I
It's
don't even know if
interesting.
that's true, but sure, we'll go with it.
Yeah, it's not true because
No.
I just made it up.
No, but
Congratulations.
Brian, you actually did like a whole lot of like personal work on your own avatar and stuff. Like you've made all
Mhm.
that really yourself. So did you want to
Yeah,
like
for the
talk a
most
bit
part.
about that if you want?
I mean, it's your choice. I mean, but I guess I can talk a little bit about it. But
Yeah, go right ahead.
put it simply, I'm using the Jerry Volley base avatar that you can get on Gumroad, made by one of my friends, Weber. And it was expensive as fuck, but that's a story for another day. And I just tinkered around with it, screwed around with it, because this is the second iteration of my very first avatar that I made when I first got into avatar creation. But I decided that if I'm gonna stick with this avatar, I'm gonna commit to it. And I dropped another 20 to get basically the retexture you've seen now with some extra other fun stuff with it. And I just spent like, I don't know, I think an hour and a half kind of retexturing, tinkering around with it, crying a little bit because it was confusing as fuck, especially the hair. They did no hate to who did this texture, but good lord was the hair weird to work with.
Here.
And then I kind of just changed some stuff here. Really, the feathers are basically, or the hand feathers are basically completely different except from the original one, except for the very end feather. Yeah, I screwed around my
Yeah.
avatar a bunch to get it to where it's at. And I did the math a while back, and I think if I want to say just based on the assets and things I have on this avatar, I think it's around 170 in total.
170 what? Hours?
For $175 for everything that I have on this avatar.
My
Jesus
goodness.
Christ. That's a lot of money.
Mostly
Quite the
assets.
investment.
Mostly
Mhm.
assets. What can I say?
Yeah.
I like screwing around with stuff.
Because a
But it was
VR
worth it,
chat,
right, to
while it
spend that much
is
money?
free to play, most people spend a lot of
It's the
money.
most expensive hobby on the world.
A lot of money
Oh.
on this
This is
little
the
Yeah,
hobby.
most
most
expensive.
Mhm,
a lot of
mhm.
people do buy this funny little thing called VRC Plus.
Oh yeah. But I think the bat
Actually, I
model
think yours expired.
is about, I think
Yeah,
it was
yours
like
expired. You have it.
$35. Although the price might have went up by now. But yeah.
Mine's is like 45. But
Mhm.
every time I've ever had VR Chat Plus, it's because my friends gifted it to me just to get under my skin.
No, I have
Because
it.
I
I
think
hate
mine
when people
is
spend money on me.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, I had a friend
I
gift it
never.
for me for the month of April. That it was fun to mess
Mm.
around with for a bit. All the neat like stickers and
Yeah,
the
it is pretty
drone
fun to
and
mess around
stuff.
with. Honestly, the
But
thing I miss the most is probably the UI. I like the colorful UI I had.
All money
yes,
broke people.
I
You may not
loved
understand
the
what you're
personal
talking about.
UI you could create. That's the thing I missed the
It's
Yeah.
okay
most.
because I understand.
Oh God, I'm gonna lose my UI soon, and it's gonna be so weird.
Yeah, the UI I used the most was like the Nebula one, like the purplish one with the jellyfish background. I like that one a lot. Putting
Oh,
those two together
I
was
used
really
the
nice.
moon one a whole lot. I love the moon.
Ah, that's a good choice too.
I had that little
Damn,
wavy
I
one.
just wish it was a base
That
feature,
purple colored
honestly.
wavy one with
Yeah.
like a purple.
Yeah.
I actually made my own theme on here with like
Nice.
a purple
I
background
was
and
more
green
than
highlights for
happy
everything.
with the one I used, the Nebula one I used, which was one of the base VR
Also,
ones.
speaking of like VRC Plus, there one feature that it has that I think just should be by default is like the age verification. I think
That is actually supposedly going to be coming soon to everyone. It's just since it's
Yes.
still in testing because of the fact it's through third party that are keeping it to VRC Plus at the moment.
Well, fortunately,
They've
I
explicitly
actually
said
have
that they
it.
want to.
I have it already
Yeah,
without
because you
having
had
VRC Plus. Yeah,
Huh.
I
I guess
had
for
the
a while
beta
it was.
test. It was
that
actually
was- oh, Seraph
because
dipped.
oh no, Seraph has vanished.
Well, I guess the
Oh,
podcast
unfortunate.
ends here then.
Well, I guess I'll finish my thought and then we'll end the podcast. But it was actually because of your partner that I got the beta for the age verification
That's
and have
funny.
it now. So he just randomly
funny.
DM'd me and was like, "Hey, join this group and you can get the age verification." I was like, "Okay," and
Damn,
so I
if
did,
only, if
and
only
I
he
got
sent
it.
me that would have been nice to have.
But yeah, I was like, "Cool, I got it." It was easy. But
No,
I think once we get Seraph back
oh
here,
shit, it coming from me.
we'll probably close it off for now. If we can
No,
get him back here.
he's just full on offline. I don't think he's coming back.
think his
I think
headset
his
died.
headset died or something.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Have
His
you ever
internet
been
may
to
have
hold
died.
that long?
Everybody, I
I mean,
guess
Seraph
this
was.
is
Well,
this is a wrap.
This might be a wrap. I guess. Who you pointing at? Who you pointing that at?
Precisely at you.
No. No.
Wow.
Purple, do you agree with the sign?
No.
Yeah, I agree with the sign.
No. No.
I'm sure I know a couple of other people that would too.
No. Oh god, there he goes.
Yep.
Well, I guess this is gonna be goodbye. Thank you for watching the first episode.